He's with Team Canelo now. I think they probably forced him into fighting me. I don't think he actually really wanted this fight. This is a fight that he tried to avoid for as long as he could. But as you see, he couldn't avoid it for that long.
You know, you looked really good when you knocked out Herring and won this WBO belt that you're going to defend. How much better do you think that you can be against Valdez? Because that was such a dominating performance against Jamel. And however much better you think you can be, also, what does it mean then to you to be able to possibly unify the titles?
I feel like all my fights is one-sided, so I'm planning on guarding there April 30th and doing the same exact thing. So I don't know how much better I can get, but I know that I'm not even in my prime yet, so I can get a lot better than what I am already.
I said, if you win this fight the way that you're expecting to win it on Saturday night, how important would it be for you then to go and fully unify and become the full champion in the 130-pound division?
It's very important. I feel like I'm gonna try to do the undisputed a little bit different. Try to go get every belt myself. So it's very important, but I got to get past Valdez first. I can't look ahead and think about what's happening next. I'm really focused on April 30th right now.
I fully respect that, Shakur. I'm just curious, though. Do you anticipate it being difficult to make some of those fights because they're with other promoters and other networks and streaming services and all?
Not at all. I think that I'm after this fight, I should become a big star, and I just feel like it should be a lot easier to get these fighters in the ring. I'm gonna be having 2 belts. I think a lot of people want to fight for 2 belts, so I can see other people getting in the ring. But like I said, right now we focus on Valdez, and I got to get Valdez out the way or we can't even have this conversation.
I know you've always wanted these fights. You've wanted this particular fight for 3 years or so. Do you think what Devin Haney did in terms of making some sacrifices to go make the fights that he wants will inspire other fighters of your generation? Not you, I'm not relaying this to you, but other fighters who have been reluctant to take those risks. Do you think that what he did might make other fighters more apt to do that moving forward?
I don't know if other fighters would do that, but it's all business. I'm not sure on his situation. I don't know what happened, how it went down. So I don't know like the terms of the contract or anything like that. But I wish him nothing but luck.
Can this fight be the launching pad of Shakur Stevenson, the pay-per-view superstar?
Most definitely. I feel like this is a big fight. I'm taking a big risk fighting somebody 30-0 who's also a champion. And I feel like, depending on how I perform, I feel like the world going to love me. And I definitely can become a pay-per-view superstar, and I will become a pay-per-view superstar.
You get the Floyd comparison often. Do you feel like you have more power than a younger Floyd did at this point, in his career?
So I don't know how strong he was. That's depending on who's looking at it, but I definitely got some power, and I'm definitely a great fighter who can get these guys out of there.
You've said in the entire lead up to this fight that Oscar probably hasn't fought somebody with your skill set, and that is probably true. But the same argument could be made for you having not fought somebody with his power/ferocity. What do you say to that?
Definitely, probably never been in there with somebody as strong as him and with that type of will. Only person I can think of with the willpower I would say was Joette, but he didn't get a chance to even show his willpower because of my skill. So I can say the same thing. I agree with that. That's a statement that I can agree with, but it don't matter come April 30th. If he could do whatever he wants, I'm coming there to do what I always do.
You also tweeted almost immediately after the fight became official that you wanted the Taylor and Serrano card to kind of be staggered with yours so that they could both get the attention they deserve. I want to know, they're scheduled to walk right around 1 hour and 45 before you guys are. Are you going to be watching that fight while you're warming up?
Probably not. I like to kind of watch certain fights that I'm probably going to emulate. So I might even be watching Pernell Whitaker at that time, or maybe like an Andre Ward fight or something like that. So I probably won't be watching, but I wish them nothing but the best. I hope the whole world tunes in and help them get their support.
He was a champ when you were making your debut. It's pretty much what I'm referring to.
Not at all. I feel like experience never could play a part with me. You got to realize I've been boxing since I was 5 years old. That's probably 19 years in the game already. So at the end of the day, I'm a great fighter, and I got enough experience to be in this situation that I'm in already. So I'm not looking at it like he's the more experienced guy. He's a great fighter at the end of the day. I can't take nothing from him, but I think that I'm the better fighter.
Shakur, so a couple questions real quick. I know you said that you're not trying to compare this fight to anything Floyd or anybody else did, but is there any other fights that you've watched maybe in the lead up to this during your training that you, as you said, you're going to emulate possibly Pernell Whitaker type fight, but up to now, not obviously fight night?
I don't want to give out the recipe, but I will say I don't think there's nothing he really could do about it. But I like watching the Sweet Pea versus Chavez fight. Chavez is his favorite fighter, and Pernell Whitaker is one of mine. So I love watching that fight.
You recently became a father. Your daughter was born. How much more motivation and just how special has it been for you just in that sense personally since you became a dad, involved in boxing now?
I actually was motivated my last fight just off the fact that I had a baby on the way. And when she came here, I wanted to be a two-time world champion. So now that she's here, I want to unify the division. I want to keep trying to make her proud because when she get older, she going to realize how great her dad was. So I'm definitely motivated and I'm trying to put on a show for her.
The fight's being shown live in England, in the UK, in the early hours of Sunday morning. What can we expect from both fighters? Shakur, if he's still on the line, in particular, what can we expect in terms of stylistically and what's the master plan as well, sort of moving forward? Really, we're really excited with the prospect of actually watching you fight this weekend. So, what can you tell your fans over here in the UK?
Can expect a regular Shakur Stevenson fight on me using my skills and my mind to get me ahead on the scorecards, but you got to understand that Oscar is a fighter with a lot of willpower, so I have to be prepared for him trying to drown me and get me into a brawl or a big brawl. But I don't plan on doing none of that. I plan on going in there and doing what I've been doing in the gym, making everything easy work, and that's my game plan, so you can expect that.
Shakur, seeing that this is a fight between two of the top guys here in the super featherweight division, if you get through this particular fight, what does that mean for you there? And to kind of like say that you're one of the most skilled fighters in the sport of boxing.
If I get through this fight, I've been looking my last few fights and every fight that I done had in my professional career, I see myself on the pound for pound list. When I say that off of just from me going back to back fighting champions with no problem. It's not like I'm fighting somebody who got a bunch of belts already. I'm fighting champion after champion, and then you got to understand Valdez has been champion since I was turning pro. Like Valdez has been defending his belt since I was having my pro debut. So just to fight somebody that's been defending belts and being undefeated right after going against Jamel Herring, I think I deserve to be on the pound for pound list. Even if I'm not the top of the list pound for pound, I know for a fact that I deserve to be on the pound for pound list. I'm not just fighting cherry picking fighters. I'm actually fighting fighters. So